Quit raising your hand unless you have a question, because it does make a beep in my ear. Kingston, that's specifically to you. Okay. Well, hey, hold on a minute. I can answer that once we're done with this part of it, okay? So save your question and I will answer it. Okay? Well, we're going to move on, is what I'm telling you, so that we can talk about poems and everyone can work, and then I can answer that here once we're finished. All right? So the first one you have is an AABB poem. Now, we looked at something a little bit more complicated yesterday, but I want to take a step back and make sure you understand exactly what we're looking at. So after completing this practice assignment over rhyme and meter, students will create two poems, one with the rhyme pattern of AB, AB, and another with AABB. So on this one, you'll do an AABB poem. Each poem needs to have two quatrains. That means 4 lines, 2 sets of 4 lines. That's 2 stanzas with 4 lines. We'll see some examples here in a minute. Each poem needs to have a simile and a metaphor in it. What is a simile again? What do you guys think a simile is again? Yes, comparing two things using like or as. A metaphor is what? Comparing things without like or as. Very often it's used with like is or was. The day is a reflection of my happiness would be a metaphor. Think comparing the day to my happiness. Okay. You'll have 8 total lines. Very similar to what you're seeing here. A quatrain is just like what you see here. My 4-wheeler does lots of tricks. I saw an old man carrying sticks. I rode it down the road so fast, I felt that ride would never last. So here's an AA, right? This is A and A. This is B and B because they rhyme in a pattern, right? These two rhyme and these two rhyme, right? Now that's one quatrain. So you need to have 2 of those for each poem. So a total of 8 lines on each poem. You have to have a simile and a metaphor. You also have to have personification in it as well. You can pick any subject that you wish on any of them. Okay, so you'll practice on these. Snorkeling the Keys. Here's 2 quatrains. I'd love to live in the ocean blue with many fish or just a few. My snorkel and mask upon my face. I feel like an astronaut up in space. Be careful in coral, it might break. Is that a real shark or is it fake? I swim away, there's no looking back. Don't want to be a hungry shark's snack. Okay? You have some practice, and then you have a poem you have to write. Remember, 2 quatrains, that means 2 lines. Or I'm sorry, 2 quatrains, it means 2 stanzas, 4 lines, so 8 lines total. All right? Now,